Hey everybody, this is Blue. How are we doing this morning? I'm doing really good. I'm pretty excited about my package that I got here. I generally don't like to do unboxings because I don't want to appear to be a flexer. Somebody is trying to show off and all that. This is actually quite the opposite. This is going to show you how much of a cheap bastard I am. I love eBay, and the other day I was trying to find a couple of Rollmaster books because I'm always trying to complete my collection. I'm currently looking for Castles and Ruins. And so as I go through, my search engine was RPG Lot, just seeing what they had on there. And I saw a couple of lots from one company, and I ended up buying three lots overall. I looked at this one because there was a Babylon 5 book in there. And I saw at the very bottom, buy three lots, get $10 off. How can I pass up a bargain like that? Because you take $10 off, hey, that takes care of most of the shipping and handling, right? And so, yes, I bought myself three lots, and the mailman hated me this morning because they came in one box. These were pretty good sized lots of RPG books. One had 8 books, next one 11, and then the most expensive one 19 books. Poor mailman. So I wanted to share this with you, guys, because, maybe this could be some advice for those of you starting out that don't have a lot of books and looking for ideas, references, and all that. The cheapest lot that I bought was 18 bucks, and the most expensive one was 23. So I overall spent, it was just over $65 for these three lots, and I'm getting 38 bucks. So that is less than $2 per book. And so that's kind of a hard offer to pass up. So if you're looking for some reference material, I would consider checking out eBay and see what type of lot auctions they have going on. This is a combination of science fiction, fantasy, and I believe there's a couple horror-oriented RPGs in there. So let's go have some fun. Like I said, good size box. Has not been opened yet. I know of two books in the box, but myself, this is unusual for me because I like to know what the heck I am ordering before I order it. So there is a lot of mystery because some of these products I've never heard of before. And this is going to be some free advice for you guys. Find a good knife, good pocket knife, buy it, take care of it. It will come through for you more than you realize. And I mean, like right now, here it is. It's just slicing through the box. And with the guys, that's one thing I like about this company because they really protect everything very well. So most of these books are in, well, it looks like from the pictures, are in good condition. Ooh, even hardbounds. So like I said, find a good knife and it'll take care of you. So like I said, I got a total of 38 books in here. And we'll do the three hardbounds first. Steamscapes. Oops. Savage World. So I am betting this turns into a steampunk type. Wow. I am a big history nut. That's why my world is an alternative history campaign world, because it's so fun to, do slight changes to history. I'll be doing a video about that. But in this particular book, I am seeing some maps of China, art, historical pictures actually, and then some Chinese mythology, because they got the Oni, if I'm pronouncing that right. So there's actually some pretty good artwork in here. I'm going through the books with all of you guys. If you see a book that interests you and you would like me to go through it, give it a once over, in a video, please put it down below, because I will go through any and every book that you guys have an interest in. Next hardbound is, oh wow, Suzerain is the publisher, I believe. It's another Savage World. Dogs of Hades. Nice hardbound. This is in new condition. Gladiators. Athens Gazetter. Okay, so we are talking about Athens. This would be probably a historic Greek RPG. And so this looks very interesting. I'm seeing some centaurs. Some good artwork in here. And so I think this would be a good book to go through. Now, some people are going to say, it's kind of risky buying all these lots with everything. I am running a multi-universe game. So my primary universe is my Arthena, which is the historical fantasy behind me. But I am going to also have in the, I guess you'd say, the Astral Sea, various universes that you can travel to that have completely different dynamics. So, like, in one of them is going to be a science fiction, purely science fiction, and it is going to be kind of more role playing, more wargaming than role playing, but it's going to be Star Wars and Star Trek, Babylon 5, Battlestar Galactica, and all that. And so I could put almost anything in there. And this is Rune Punk, Steam and Shadow. Interesting cover. Very interesting. I'm actually going to have a universe. I'm going to do videos on these different universes soon enough. But I have one universe that is going to be a magic-oriented Doctor Who. I'm actually calling it the Magic Who universe, in which instead of using technology to travel through time, they have developed magical abilities to do so. And so they'll have something similar to the TARDIS, and they'll just travel in time and do random one-shot encounters. Kind of like good old Doctor Who, before it got destroyed by all the modern politics. Alright, so this looks like kind of a modern era game. Again, good artwork. This is a brand new book. And so, as I'm seeing that some of these are made by the same company, these are probably going to be very closely related system-wise And I might just have to create myself another universe in my multiverse for these books. So those were the three hardbounds. Oh, nope, I got another. And this is one of the other books I was wanting to buy. A little bit smaller than I was expected, but Valiant Universe role-playing game. This sounds like this is a... Wasn't sure if it was superhero, but yeah, it's what it's looking like. Yeah, this looks like a superhero type game, modern era. Very colorful. A lot looks like it's in here. This is going to be fun reading. Yeah. And since I do not have a superhero universe, I can actually create one probably using this system. So I've already added 2 universes to my gaming system. That's scary. Oh, no, there is still even another hardbound. Okay, this is for a D20 system. Sylvan Publishing, Flaming Cobra, Secret Societies. Again, this is in almost new condition. There is some great artwork. Oh, great artwork in here. Talks about Knights Templar. Some interesting creatures. And so this is going to be a great book to read and to go through. It even has a part about creating secret societies. One of the other books that I intentionally bought from seeing this is another D20 system. Swords and Sorcery, Legacy of the Dragons. I collect dragons. That's one of my other little pastimes. So anything that deals with dragons, I love. And this is, again, a very well constructed book, basically brand new. A lot of illustrations in this, and no color images from what I can see, but there's still plenty of artwork, so it's very appealing to look at. This does look like a very interesting book, so I'm very happy about that. Another D20, Sword and Sorcery, The Diamond Throne. I already have some other Sword and Sorcery books, so this is just going to fill out my bookshelf a lot. Good artwork. And they, this. If you have this book, give me some information about it, because it's going to take me a while to go through everything. Right. Pit of Loch Durnan. I've actually had a book, I believe, that was talking about this one. Again, this is near new. And this is an adventure book. It's telling about the different acts involved. A lot of maps. This promises to be fun. All right, this one just says Advanced Player's Guide. And it's to be used with 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Expeditious Retreat Press. Huh. Again, this is a near new book. It has different classes like the martial artist with different subclasses. A nature priest, which would be something similar to the druid or naturalist. Troubadours. So this has a lot of professions in there and some spells. This is going to be a good source book. That's the other thing, the reason why I bought this set, because what isn't going to be just used for gaming is also for ideas, because it's nice to keep the mind going, keeping everything fresh. And so, those are going to give me some wonderful ideas. Hey, you've got a Dragonlance book. Spectre of Sorrows. Oops. Well, thank gosh I have some knowledge of D&D so that I can go through this. This is mint. Condition. I gotta remind myself what Dragonlance was all about. It has been years since I've read one of those books. And a smaller book, Septimus. It's a very short book. Looks like there's technology involved here, so this will probably be incorporated into my science fiction universe. Trinity Field Report, Extrasolar Colonies. Good condition. Well, might have an idea or two in it. This is one of the other books I was wanting to get. It's the Battlestar Galactica Quick Start Guide. Since I was going to have Battlestar Galactica represented in the game, I was looking for any and almost every book that would have some campaign information into it. I wanted to find out, number of ships and all that, so that I could make some grand battles. The next one is Fireborn, a role-playing game. Been seeing a lot of videos online where people are doing these super short, small pocket RPGs. It looks like this might be one of them. If you have played this, I would like to hear your opinions on it. It looks like they have skill cards in here. I think I've watched a video where they talked about that. Sequence cards is what they're calling them. Magic and Karma. So, that's an interesting book to get. Next up, Conspiracy, Shadows of the Fiend. A PSI and source book. Again, this is another near mint condition book. Looks like this is one of the horror books involved. There's a lot of ESP and Python in here. So this could Ultra MK. Oh gosh, yeah. Conspiracy. Yeah. That is going to be funny to go through. And hopefully there's no other reason for the bag. But they have GURPS Horror. It's a GM screen, so there's going to be some information on there. Some maps and good old character cutouts. I always like these things. I got the pieces for it so I can cut these out and I can use these for characters or NPCs, whichever is needed at that time. Huh. And I bought this one. This is Signs and Portents D20 system. Susan Ivanova from Babylon 5. I think this is a magazine that has very many different things into it. Excuse me. And so there's going to be a lot of reading in this. Oh, contents on this one. Third article. How good is lawful good? Sometimes being forced to follow the laws can be a bad thing too. So that is going to be some interesting reading. Okay, next book is Phasmasia Zoologia. Volume 1, Cats, Dogs, and Horses. Okay, whoa. They got some interesting images in here. So on this one page, they have undead cats, ghoulish cat, skeletal bloody cat, zombie cat. Okay, got different horse breeds, regular, real horses in this. And then they go to the weird ones. So this will be interesting. Might not take hard to convert this over to Rollmaster. Huh. Oh, yeah. And this is part of Pathfinder role-playing games, Albion's Amateurs Astounding Arsenal. Probably butchered that name. But it looks like that almost looks like that looks like a Pokemon right there on the cover. Decent artwork. That'll be fun to try to incorporate into the game. This is another Pathfinder compatible, Psionics Unleashed compatible, Heroes of the Fenian Triarchy. Play as Bogads, Fakist, Gripply, half-elves, humans, or lizard folk. Visit the legendary distilleries of Greenwall, the ever-shifting city of boats, the grand markets of Makul. So it sounds like this is kind of an adventure module. I like those because adventure modules usually have some very interesting ideas. And, you know, like I was saying before, it's going to refresh the mind, make you think of different concepts. This book is called The Edge of Midnight, Gaunts and the Underworld. Okay, this one might be a little bit too weird for me. The artwork, it looks like bold elves or orcs or something with guns. I don't use guns in my game. Well, in my main universe, I should say. So, I mean, yeah, it looks like they have a large emphasis on weapons. And that's fine because what books I don't use, I'm going to give to my son, who's also into role playing. He is going to be playing Castle and Crusades. Oh, cool. This is the other Babylon 5 book I wanted. Tactics Guide. You know, since I'm going to be doing a lot of wargaming, and they are talking about the different races and their tactics. Huh. That'll be good to go through. Okay, next book is Monte Cook presents this is for Swords and Sorcery, which is a D20 system, Mastering Iron Heroes. A rules expansion. Excellent artwork. I think I have this version's Bastari as well. And so there is going to be a lot of things that I can combine here to make my fantasy worlds just even better. Okay, and this is one thing I got two of. So one of these is automatically going to my son. And this D20, again by Monte Cook, Player's Guide to Pilus, I believe is how it's going to be pronounced. Oh my gosh, I got a good sized map in here. Yep, just a basic little tour book of this city with a timeline. All right, more of the signs and portents. I got, this is number 12. I got 2 number 10s, which is fine. My son's going to love that. Number 9. And just because, like I keep on saying, and this is so important, you need to keep yourself surrounded by a lot of different ideas. Even if they seem a little bit strange, they might be able to make the game better. And this one, number 14, it has Babylon 5 on it. So it could have just a little bit more information. And this one, number 13, Judge Dredd. Yes, this has a lot of information in it. So I am going to be gaining a lot of information and ideas from here. This is an odd shaped one. The 13th Wheel, Broken Sanctuary. Wonder if this is one of those mini games. They're talking about wastelands. Huh. Not much to go for in artwork on the inside to give a better feel of the book. But it does look promising. This one is War's Incursion. Trying to get a feel on the book. This is high tech. So this would probably go into my science fiction world. And something I'm just going to have to sit down and read to actually get a better feel for. All right. And there's a game called Bulletproof, apparently, and I got their combat screen. It's actually still in its original plastic, so I'm going to wait a while before I open that one up. This one is, it says it requires Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook for use. Oh well. Eldest Sons, The Essential Guide to Elves. So, interesting artwork. The bad thing about elves for me is, J.R. Tolkien, in his descriptions of the elves, kind of set the standard and template for the elves everybody else reuses. And so it would be nice to get a couple of books that talk about different forms of elves. I mean, let's face it, the two elves that everybody knows about are the Keebler elves and Tolkien elves. So to have a different aspect on the elves would be very nice to have. It does have some good artwork into it. And so this is a good book. Alright, we can put the box down at least. Alright, so the next book, it's The Wrath and Rage. This is a book about orcs and half-orcs. Part of the D20 system. And while my fantasy realm does have orcs in it, I'm trying to make my orcs not to be the mindless savages that are in the Tolkien world. And then, so I should be able to incorporate some of those ideas from that book in with what I've been creating. Okay, and this is another one in the series. Oh, I actually got a couple of them. Cool. This is Hammer and Helm, a guidebook to dwarves. And so, while, dwarves are pretty generic, it'd be nice to have a little extra pizzazz to them. There's actually pretty good artwork into it. Ooh, Arctic dwarf. That would be an interesting concept. I'd like to see how they forge everything in that environment. Got a good section on equipment, magic. So if you are doing some of the OGL stuff, this might be a good book for you guys to consider. And the final book is Lords of the Peaks, an essential guide to giants. Wow, that would be actually cool. Decent sized book. It should be just like the other ones with some good artwork. Yep. They're talking about in this page storm giants, celestial giants, half giants, and giant kin. Oh yeah, this is going to be awesome. All these books all together are going to give me quite the amount of details to play with. And so I'm going to try this one time for you guys. Here's one half. And there's the other half. And don't fall back. I said don't fall back. You know, that's the bad thing about some webcams. So anyway, these are all the books I've gotten, and I think doing eBay and hitting some of these lot auctions and that is a great way to get information and get some unique perspectives on the game, maybe some new ideas. Because, you know, we always got to change it up, because if you got players, you know, they're going to want something exciting, and they're not going to want to be going, we're going into a cave, there's some orcs over there. Again, keep it interesting. So maybe try to find some of these other games that are not as well known, and you can get a brand new concept that will liven up your game. So everybody, please take care. Be at peace.